Hey y'all, I know it's been a while. Please don't hate me, but I am back. We're going to be learning how to create this progress bar animation. Let's go ahead and open up After Effects. We are going to create a new composition. I'm going to just go with a regular 1920 by 1080. And the duration is important because you want the full duration to be how long you want the progress bar to be. So in this case, I want it to be 1 minute, so I'm gonna just leave it at 1 minute. But if you want it to be a specific time, you can adjust this now. Now I'm gonna press OK. We are going to start off by just renaming the comp, staying organized here. I'm gonna call this progress bar. And then we are going to right click in the composition, select new, solid, and we're just gonna create a black solid just so we can see what we're doing on here. Now we're gonna create the base outline of the progress bar, and we can do that by going up here to the shape layer. You wanna make sure it's on rectangle tool. And then we're going to change the fill so that it is at 0. And I'm gonna change the stroke to a white color. I'm gonna leave it at about 10 pixels, but you can adjust this later on. And I'm just gonna click and drag so that I have a nice little rectangle here. Perfect. I'm gonna right click, rename it bar outline. And I'm just gonna hit that selection tool and just move this down to about here. I'm gonna leave a bit of room for my number animation here later. Now we're going to create the fill. We can do that by right clicking and we're going to create another solid. Now you want to adjust the color of this fill. I'm going to go with a blue, but do whatever you want to do. And I'm going to hit OK. Now you can see that it fills the entire screen here. We're going to adjust that. Just move the fill layer below the bar outline here so you can see what we're doing here. And with the fill layer selected, we're going to click our rectangle tool again, but we're going to click and drag a little outline so that it's just underneath the bar outline and it's not going outside of these lines here. Now, go ahead and open up your fill and mask layers. And then with the fill layer selected, we are going to make 2 keyframes on the mask path, one at the beginning and one at the end. You can see that the bar is filled. That's where we want it to end. So we can go back to the beginning, click that first keyframe, and we're going to adjust this so that it goes right to the beginning. We can do that by hitting mask feather, and I'm just gonna hit V to just undo that shape layer here. And I'm gonna click the first point, hold down Shift, click the second point, and then drag while holding Shift. I'm gonna have it right at the beginning here. And it should animate on just like that. Another thing we're gonna add is a number animation. We are going to go to our text layer here, and we're gonna click on screen. I'm just gonna hit 100. It doesn't really matter at this point, but just to kind of get an idea of size, I'm gonna take my selection tool and I'm just gonna move this over here. And then we're gonna go to effects and presets and we're gonna search for slider control. We can apply slider control onto the number by clicking and dragging it on there. And then we're gonna open up some of these settings here. We wanna see source text and we wanna see slider control here. Now, right beside source text, we wanna take this little pick whip tool and we're gonna connect it to the slider. You should see that it changes right here. Hovering over that same stopwatch, we're gonna hold down Option and click. For PC users, that is holding down Alt and clicking. And then an expression should come up. I want you to copy and paste the expression in the description below. It's gonna look something like this. And then we're gonna add a percentage to the end, and we can do that by clicking plus, 1 apostrophe, and then adding a percentage like that. Then you can click out to stop it. So now we are gonna animate the slider animation. We're gonna open up the fill keyframes by hitting U, just so that we can align the keyframes here. We're gonna make a keyframe right at the beginning here, and then we're gonna click this arrow to go to that last keyframe here. And then we're gonna change it to 100. So make sure that you are happy with the placement of the 100. I'm just gonna move this over like that. The number animation should match the progress bar, which is pretty darn cool. If it's not correctly centered on screen, I can actually just highlight all these layers and then just move it to a place I'm happy with it. We didn't adjust any position keyframes, so that shouldn't be an issue here. So I'm pretty happy with that. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, please give this video a like and subscribe to the You Want Pizzazz channel for more videos. Please let me know down below, what kind of videos do you want to see? I hope you have a great day. Bye.